Welcome back to Real Season 7, the program that investigates Melbourne's diverse culture from the perspective of young people. In previous seasons, we've looked at identity, diversity, community, and sustainability. Tonight, we're looking at the limits that surround us and how they affect our lives. I'm Madison McConnell, and tonight we'll be looking at the unseen efforts we all put in. And if you'd like to join us, use the hashtag #RealVision. Now, have you ever got to the end of your day and thought about how little you've achieved? Well, Madison Salati would like you to take a closer look at your smaller achievements. And if you're having trouble, watch this.
Good morning. It's time to get up and start the day. You can do this. You slept through one alarm, but that's fine. There's still plenty of time. Or you can go back to sleep for a while. That's okay too. It's important to aim for your 8 hours of sleep each night. That's the way. One objective completed already. You've got this in the bag. Let's get that blood moving. Choosing your outfit is something every person does every single day, provided they don't want to be walking around naked. Clothing shouldn't be about what you think that people around you want to see. Choose what will make you happy to wear. They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, right? Wrong. All meals are important. As long as you have enough food in the morning to keep you going, that's quite alright. Time to groom yourself. Don't worry too much about physical presentation. Nobody else really cares about how you look. Remember that everyone else spends the same amount of time in the morning worrying about their appearance too. Last but not least, never forget that dental hygiene. You've got some time before you have to leave, so why not spend a few minutes doing something you enjoy? And a second thing you enjoy. And a third thing you enjoy. It looks like you're going to be a little late today. So you've missed the bus. Nobody's perfect. You should be so proud of yourself. Now, no matter what happens the rest of the day, no matter how productive or unproductive you feel, remember you already completed 4 things. Don't look at what you haven't done. Instead, focus on what you have done. Now that's how to do your morning.
And now, an announcement from Henry Roselle and the Australian Department of Heroes, Heroics and Villains.
Oh, hey there. My name's Sam Scott, and I'm here today to talk to you about a serious issue that's grossly neglected by mainstream media. Unauthorized genetic augmentation. You may simply know these as superpowers. Affecting 1 in 3 billion people every century, this disability comes at a great cost. I myself used to be a normal, fun-loving guy who lacked the strength of 30 fully grown men, but when I fell into a vat of chemical waste, my life was completely turned on its head. You've heard the saying that with great power comes great responsibility, but what they don't tell you is just how boring and mundane those responsibilities are. For example, Section 4, paragraph 8 stipulates that those possessing superhuman abilities, whether physical or not, are required by law to be prepared for any emergency at all times. I can't remember the last time I took my super suit off. It's been years. Apart from the enormous weight of these responsibilities, yawn, you can pretty much kiss any social life you have goodbye. I mean, who really wants to hang out with a guy who could annihilate them within seconds? Under their own free will anyway. So please, be aware of the dangers. Maybe take an alternative route through that electrical storm. And if you see a radioactive spider, just scoot around it. And guys, always remember that with superior ability comes inferior possibility. Thank you.
Authorised by the Australian Department of Heroes, Heroines and Villains.
And now for some tea. So pop the kettle on and listen closely to our next segment. Welcome back to Real. Remember, use that hashtag RealVision to tell us what you see. Next up is a piece that will hit home for many. And when the barriers we face are invisible to others, it can seem like an impossible task to push through. Keep It Your Passions is an inspiring documentary about 23-year-old student Tim Bandel and his fight with an invisible disease.
Alright, I'm Tim Bandel, I'm a student at La Trobe and I'm 23 years old. Athletics freak, I loved my sport, just addicted to it, playing 6-7 days a week, sometimes 2 or 3 sports in a night, just always flat out. I was physical in my sports. Anything competitive, I was extraordinarily arrogant. It was about demoralising my opponent. If we were winning a game by 20 or 30 goals, that would not be sufficient. I would still try and smash them by 100 goals, like that would be the ambition. So I was about 16 years old when I first started becoming ill. My energy levels just dropped right out and started having lots of stomach issues, rushing back and forth to the bathroom, bleeding, pretty much sick right through until I was 22. And with Crohn's, which I didn't know until I was 17 years old, I found out that it was going to be for the rest of my life. At first, you don't really accept it. You kind of think, there's going to be something that you can just change your lifestyle and it will go away. And then with time, you realise, 3 months pass, 6 months pass, you still feel the same. Years pass and you still feel the same. It takes a lot to accept that it's your reality. What I experience on a day-to-day basis is pain every day. I don't have a day without it. It gets to the point where I can't move. It's like a knife twisting in my belly. It's been about a year and a half, thereabouts, that I've been on this medicine. It took about 6 months to actually start working. So I've been reasonably well for about a year now. I guess being sick in VCE made it very difficult knowing what I wanted to do with my life, because I felt that I wasn't really capable of making anything of it at times. Although I did try and push myself, it was very hard to stay positive. I lost a lot of friends for it, being that I couldn't be social like everyone else. I couldn't go and do the things like everyone else. So they kind of stopped accepting me in their groups. My world changed from being able to just do whatever, being the top of my class in every aspect, dominating my sports, to just not being able to do any of that. At points, I lost continue to wanting to go on. Like, I wouldn't want to wake up the next morning. I just hope it'd be over. I never got to the point of trying to end things, but I kind of hoped that they might end themselves so I didn't have to wake up and be in pain tomorrow. And once I came out of school, that's when I started to deal with things a lot better. So if I was driving somewhere, I'd just keep telling myself, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, I can do this. Because I forced myself to do it. I put myself out there, ran risks that were quite scary. And then once I started achieving things in my sport, started achieving things in my fitness, some positive emotion did eventually start coming. My character has changed quite dramatically from where I was, in fact, in the way that being more empathetic, being more caring, and more genuine with people. I look for opportunity in people. I don't look at what they can't do. I think, okay, what can we do with what we have? I had to look, okay, where's my opportunities to be successful in any aspect of my life? And there always is for anyone. And I guess my ambition is to help people see where their opportunities are. I'm basically helping the La Trobe University netball team with coaching. I will be playing in the university netball and mixed. I play netball because I've always been very good at it. It was a good stepping stone for me to get myself back out there. I would vomit before the games, I'd vomit after the games. I was feeling extraordinarily unwell, but during, as I guess adrenaline things come into it, I wouldn't feel anything. And you know, that hour of not feeling pain was amazing. It was quite a journey to find what I wanted to do. Like, I did fitness certifications, some nutrition certifications, and thought that was where I wanted to help people. But upon doing those things, I didn't feel that I could have the biggest impact that I want to. I'm currently studying bioscience. I want to go into medical school. Basically, the reason for me doing that is I want to be able to help other people, particularly people with Crohn's. I wouldn't wish what I have on my worst enemy. When I look back at what I've achieved whilst being quite sick, although I would have liked to have achieved a lot more, I think that I've done everything that I possibly could. So I would suggest to anyone that's got what I got, not to let it fully limit you. There will be times that it will, but still try and put yourself out there regardless of the risk. Keep on trying with life. Keep at your passions.
Every one of us has something different to offer the world. Something that can reflect the effort we put in. There are some days where achieving this is more difficult than others, but it's those days that we need to dig a little deeper to find our inner strength. Welcome back to Real. Now remember, use that hashtag RealVision to tell us how you see it. Now I'm sure you've been told that staying too close to a microwave makes you sterile. Well, this next piece aims to unveil the dangers behind radiation and the myths behind the mysterious force.
What is radiation? Radiation takes two forms. Non-ionizing radiation, like the stuff that comes out of your phone and your microwave, and is not harmful, while ionizing radiation like that from uranium can cause cancer. Radiation is measured in sieverts. Did you know we're subject to radiation every day? Lovers of carrots consume about 0.1 microsieverts more per carrot than the rest of us, and sleeping next to someone will expose you to half the radiation of a carrot. In Melbourne, the natural background radiation is around 0.1 and 0.2 microsieverts per hour, coming from the rocks, trees, grass, and sky. This is less than 1/10,000,000th of a sievert, hardly harmful. Regular highway travel can subject you to up to 4 microsieverts of radiation. During a dental x-ray, you can receive up to 5 microsieverts. And on a commercial flight, radiation levels can rise up to 8 microsieverts per hour, while a single chest x-ray hits you with 100 microsieverts of radiation in an instant. In Chernobyl, on the site of a nuclear meltdown, radiation gets up to 500 microsieverts per hour. That's the same as consuming 5,000 carrots. But there is something that is more dangerous than stepping inside a nuclear disaster site. Smoking. A smoker's lungs receive 160,000 microsieverts of ionizing radiation every single year. To match that level of radiation, you would need to eat 1.6 million carrots in a year. The same as 4,500 carrots a day. Do everyday amounts of radiation limit us or cause us any harm? No, but too much of the wrong type can have catastrophic effects. And that's radiation.
From microwave carrots to another unseen force. Let's end tonight with a short film by Elizabeth Sly. Dinner with a Dick is a comedy, best enjoyed with deep red wine and plenty of tissues.
Hi.
Hi, I'm so sorry I'm late. I hope you haven't been waiting long.
No, not at all. I just got here myself.
Sorry. Oh, I didn't come early. First time for everything. Hey, I've been looking in the mirror and I didn't realise that you were Jewish. Ha! Well, shalom. Nice titties.
Regina, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I work in marketing. I moved here from Sydney about 2 years ago. I like hiking and reading and...
Look at those legs. Can't wait to put my face between them. I'll be like Queen Elizabeth sipping her tea. Oh, lovely. Charles, go away.
Are you even listening to me?
Yeah, you like biking.
Hiking.
Wow.
Good evening, I'll be serving you tonight. Can I start you off with any drinks?
Yes, may we have your best bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon, please?
That would be the 2008 Penfolds 169 for $280 a bottle.
Your second best bottle of wine, perhaps?
The Two Hands Aphrodite for $130 a bottle.
A bottle of wine, please.
Very good, sir.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, fine, perfect. I just need to go to the bathroom.
No, no! Wait for me! No! Don't take me away! I shaved for you! No! Hey! Man, things were just getting good!
Are you trying to ruin everything?
I'm trying to get us both laid, man. I'm getting blue here.
This is the first date that we have had in forever. And you are going to fuck up for the both of us if you don't get yourself under control.
Hey. You still angry about the last time? I told you about that. No, I vomit when I get too excited.
You are an asshole! An absolute asshole! You are going to screw this up for the both of us just like last time. We are never going to see another inch of pussy ever again, and it's going to be all your fault! Come on, we're supposed to be in this together! We used to be friends, man!
And don't come back.
I'm sorry about that, Regina. Where are you going? Do you want to at least split a cab? Shit.
Hey! Can we at least shake hands? Nice going, dickhead. Come on. Let's go home and Google Dame Edna upskirts. And you can try to pull my fucking head off.
From morning to night. From science to superhumans. The world is limited and unlimited, depending on how you see it. How do you see it? Use the hashtag RealVision to let us know. And next week, we'll be talking adaptations. But until then, good night.